So we're looking at the Sturgeon moon. It is Sunday, August 18th, 2024. Looks like some clouds will start moving across and makes things a little bit more interesting, I suppose. Got a bit of wind, so we're going to get some vibration. I can't really do much about it now. I did position myself behind a bush to get out of the wind, but the wind seems to have changed direction. I do see a possibility for a bit more protection from the wind if I move back a bit. I'm just going to scout that out. Well, that's not really going to make any difference. I'm thinking I might take some stills of the overall scenery here, because I have a nice reflection of the moon on the water of Lac Saint Louis. Got some nice lights in the background there, the Mercier Bridge and Chateauguay and Ganawagi. So yeah, I think I might, in hindsight, I could have brought two tripods with me and had two different camera setups, but I didn't. So let's see here. This cloud is okay. We're gonna, before getting around to that, we will get this a little bit of glow there. I see a bit of glow from the cloud. That's nice. Could even increase it a bit by increasing the ISO, but that would make the moon perhaps a bit too bright. So we're going to leave things as they are for now. However, once this interesting cloud passes, because it's going back up into more clouds, so I think I will adjust the exposure shortly. You can see we're getting some wind now. Right. I think I will readjust very, very soon. It's getting very close to the top of the frame anyway. So yeah, so we're going to move a bit that way. And bring the moon back down a bit. There we go. Okay, that's right near the bottom of the frame. Whoops. It's amazing how tightening the various bits and pieces of this tripod can make a big difference. So let's raise the ISO. Oh, this is kind of nice, isn't it? You can still basically see the moon. Come on. There, I just moved one of the legs. There, that's, ooh, this is actually quite nice. Pat myself on the back for that. Wind vibration. But yeah, this is nice footage of the moon in cloud. Thin cloud passing by, and it gives this sort of halo around the moon. And it does look a bit like a winged sun. So 30th of a second f8, in real terms f11, 15, 22, f22, so 360 times teleconverter. ISO 3200, so quite high ISO. So this will be noisy, but that's what I can do with the equipment I got. This is very nice footage. We're just going to let this run. As the moon rises up through it. Oh, I don't know what happened there. Oh, I think a branch. Yeah, there's, as I said, I hid behind the bush to get out of the wind, and I think the wind blew one of the branches into the frame. I will shift position after this clip to avoid that happening. Once things get up to the top again, I'll move a little bit and readjust everything. Okay, so the moon is moving out that cloud. I think I'll just, I'll move that now. Yeah, it's just, I just moved the whole tripod a few inches. And we're back in business. I had thought of ending the clip, but I think we'll just do this. So I'm going to lower the ISO a bit. And tweak that angle a little bit. Very close to what I'm seeing, but maybe a little too bright. Okay, let's see. That's pretty close to what I'm seeing. Maybe a bit under. Maybe a little bit under, but we're going to let this run for a bit. We'll do various different exposure levels. Let's see, and I might also double check my focus. I did sort of fine-tune the focus on a very distant bridge, getting it very sharp on the bridge, which should be good enough for the moon. It's more or less infinity. Okay, now we're getting some wind, and it's getting top frame. So we're done. I'm going to readjust. Whoops, I thought I meant to end the clip, but I guess I didn't. I'm a little sleep deprived. So, there we go. We didn't waste too much time. So the moon is pretty well in clear skies, but I see a cloud above it. Oh, I also see an aircraft. So yeah, we'll just let this keep running. We had a little glitch there where I had intended to shut off end the clip and start a fresh one, but I didn't. So yeah, just debating what to do here. There's definitely a nice floater to be had in terms of the overall scene, but it is quite dark. I mean, it would actually require quite a bit of work to sort of balance out all the exposures. Probably have to do a composite, you know, one exposure for the moon, another for the clouds, another for the reflection on the water, and blend it all together, and that's not really my thing. So we'll let the overall scene go. We'll do it another night when it's lighter. Again, we're getting up near the top of the frame. And it's going to be moving a cloud again. So yeah, we can see it's beginning to move in the cloud. So I'm going to readjust. And that way more. Okay, that's it. So yeah, there should be some cloud moving across the moon. It's so thin. Well, yeah, there's that little cloud there, but it's actually in cloud now, but it's so thin that you can barely perceive it. But I think it's going to get progressively thicker. It's actually helping even out the exposure. So we're just going to let this rise up. Yeah, a bit of a glow there around the moon. So, if I haven't already mentioned it, I'm using a 400mm lens with a 3x teleconverter, bringing us up to 1200mm focal length. Yeah, so the cloud's getting thicker and thicker. But it's still thin cloud, like you can still see the moon through it, and it'll stay that way. It's just adding a bit of atmospherics, shall we say, to the footage here. Yeah, it's debating taking some more stills, but I do like this video footage, I must say. Oh, bird flew through. I didn't see what kind. I suspect probably a seagull, but maybe not. So yeah, moon rising through cloud, thin cloud. Getting near the top of the frame again, so I may have to reposition a little. I think I will. Maybe just let that cloud pass completely, the one that's the little wedge there on the left. Let it go until the moon's more or less clear again. And then we will readjust because it's really getting up near the top of the frame. Yeah, okay, so there we go. Alright. Okay, so the moon's off to the left now. We'll let it rise up through the frame. It'll probably stay to the left of the frame, which is fine by me. We'll do another, you know, when we, okay, so it looks like some thick cloud is about to cross. Let's see the other way around. Maybe that's a thinner area. We'll know soon enough. We'll know soon enough. Anyway, it's very nice evening, not too hot, basically warm, even a bit of a cool breeze, which is, here comes the thicker cloud. So as I said, we're using a 400mm lens with a 3x teleconverter to bring it up to 1200 millimeters. Shooting at f8 on the lens, which brings us to f22 in real terms. 30th of a second, ISO 1250. And the moon is now getting more towards the top. I think there's a bit of ways to go yet. We're getting towards the center, above center somewhat. So I'll probably readjust again soonish, and I won't have the moon quite as far to the left as it was at the beginning of this bit. But yeah, I'm liking this footage. There's all kinds of nice B-roll happening here. Getting to the top of the frame, I think. It's hard to tell. Yeah, top of the frame. So we'll just let the moon rise up again through the frame. Through the wind. This is nice, yeah, with the little tip of the moon at the top there. Looks almost like a jack-o'-lantern right now. I'm sure that the whole jack-o'-lantern thing, to some degree, it probably is intended to emulate the face of the moon, or was originally. So I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to keep this up. The moon is getting higher and whiter, and there's still a fair bit of cloud, as we can see. Like, it's a lot of cloud right now, because okay, now it's moving into, there's a big thick cloud moving across, so we're losing it completely now. So this is probably a good time to end this clip. That's it for this clip.